Okay, here is a trade we took last week. We put an entry order above this, put a stop loss here for this trade. So you will say to me, oh, no, that's hindsight. Anybody can come and say they take that trade. So I'm inviting you next week to join us to see how we actually do these trades. Good afternoon, my name is Anil Mangal. I have a trading room that we trade 5-6 times a day. Only today I was in the trading room 4 times, and I'm still going to be going back there in exactly an hour for the New York Open. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite you to join us on 2 of those sessions, the London session and the New York session. The London session will start 15 minutes before London Open. That is 7:45 London time. The New York session will start 15 minutes before New York Open. That is 7:45 a.m. New York time. The link for that is going to be in the description. Click on the link, register for it. It's an open webinar. It's an open link. It's open for 24 hours. So there's no specific time for the webinars. But these are the 2 times you need to join, because those are the 2 times that I would be in the room. 7:45 London, 7:45 New York. So when you register, you use the same link to join every time. It's a Zoom link. If you've been using Zoom, you know how it works. Right? It's pretty easy. Those of you who have joined me in the past sessions where we had a week of free access to our trading room, you know how it's done. Please share the link. So for those who haven't joined, here's what you're going to get. So I'm going to show you what you're going to get very quick. Let me first tell you about the group we have. We have hundreds of traders. These are all active traders in a group. Not all of them are going to be in the sessions because we have traders from Australia to Canada, from Peru all the way to Japan, across the ocean and across the globe. So time factor is something for most of our traders. Some of them are working. Most of them are working, for that matter of fact. So what we're going to have is at these times we have traders who join us. They get the live session and it's recorded. So when you join us, what you would see is how exactly we're taking these trades. What are the setups? What are the reasons for the trade? What is the analysis? How we're going to manage the trade. You will get follow-up in the next session. If you join the London session where we take a trade, in the New York session, we'll tell you exactly what we did with the trade. In between those 2 sessions, we're going to have sessions in our trading room where we may exit the trade, where we may, we may stay with the trade, we may move stops. But all of that you're going to see, because we're going to explain all of that in the next session to you. And we might even tell you in advance what we're going to do with it. Now, it's a group of amazing traders, really, really great traders. These guys have taken my trading course. They've learned this stuff. They're doing well. Some of them have just joined. Actually, one guy joined about 2 days ago. So he hasn't done the trading courses yet. We'll be doing that trading course at the end of this month. Starting next month, we'll be doing the trading course. So if you would like to join us this week. Look at what we do. See if this works for you. And hey, no obligations. You'll have a week of enjoyable time with us. So I can tell you what we're looking for right now. See, I have those 2 lines there, and it's coming down really strong, but we're looking for a buy setup. So you may say, wait a second, this thing is dropping. Why are you looking for a buy setup? And I'm going to say to you, based on patterns that we know, we're looking for this to go up, make a flag here, and we're going to be buying that, just like we bought this. Now, the flag might not be as big as this. It might be smaller than that. All the pound pairs, we were looking at buy setups on all the pound pairs quite a while back because they all made an all-time low. These are all-time lows on the yen pairs, almost every single one of them. It started to go up, you make flags. You can see these are buy setups, flags, buy setups, bigger consolidation, buy setup. I think this is starting a bigger consolidation. If I'm right about it, it will have to give me what we call a setup. Once I get the setup, I'll buy it. What if I'm wrong about it? You will say, well, what if it doesn't go up? What are you going to do? Well, we'll just wait for this to give us consolidation. See this here? When this drop, what happened? It made this consolidation and drop again. And then we would look for this sell to the downside. So at any given time, the chart is going to do 1 out of 3 things. This is pretty simple. All of you can learn this. At any given time, the chart is going to do 1 of 3 things. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways, which is it's going to do this at any given time. You're always looking for this, because if you find this, you're going to either find a trade up or a trade down. When you join us, we're going to tell you the probability of this going up or the probability of it going down. And then you will decide whether, hey, this makes sense to me. 80% probability for it to go up, I'll take the trade. Or 80% probability for downside, that's a trade I'll take. We'll explain to you also why we think that is a probability. So you may really want to join us. Register, share the link to a trading buddy, you know, a trading friend, you know, somebody who may want to say, he might not even believe in these patterns. He may not believe that these work. He may believe this is all voodoo work. It's okay. Just let him come and listen to us, see what we do and how we do it. And that will make a difference. I can show you some of the trades we took this morning. One of them we took this morning was the Euro Pound buy. That is this buy here, and you can see the reason for the trade. Entry, we got this correction. We expected to do that. Another trade we took this morning was the Aussie CAD. Not the Aussie CAD, sorry, the Euro CAD. The Euro CAD was the one I took. Euro CAD, let's go find it. Euro CAD buy. So we took this buy from this point here, just to come to that point. It closed somewhere here. Now we're looking for a sell in the euro. I want this to come back here, make a flag, and then we'll be selling the euro back to the bottom, the Euro CAD to the bottom. Why? Because we're in this structure. And eventually this, remember I showed you this the last time, that when we get this, they come down here. Well, this should probably come back here. So we're looking for a setup to sell this. And if you join us next week, we might all be buying it. Because if this finishes this week, next week, we're expecting it to go up. Basically, that's it. That's all I'm inviting you to do. Join us, register, share the link with a friend, make sure you find a trading buddy, somebody especially who is skeptical about wave analysis and patterns and how it works, and join us. You're getting this from the person who created wave analysis. After studying Elliott wave and studying Dow theory and studying everything you can possibly study in the chart, including support and resistance, including Ichimoku, including supply and demand, including all those stuff, I've come up with something new called wave analysis. The first time I mentioned that, everybody was, what the hell is that? What is wave analysis? Are you an Elliott waver? I said, no, I do something called wave analysis. If you go on YouTube now and you click wave analysis or wave trader or wave whatever, you're going to see hundreds of them turning up there. Most of their traders are people who have learned, who have learned what I've teach them to do. Because if anyone claims he's a wave trader, not an Elliott wave trader, but a wave trader, he learned that from me. He's analyzing the chart the way I do. What's the major difference between what Elliott wavers do and what I do? Well, Elliott wavers will tell you that the chart moves in a certain pattern. It's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's going to make 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm telling you is, we don't know that. We don't know that to be true. And as a matter of fact, it is not true. Most times that chart actually doesn't do that. Most time what the chart will do is it will create a pattern. Forget about what the pattern is. It will create a pattern. Because of human beings are, creatures of habit. We do the same thing every day. We go to work at 8, we leave work at 5. Between that time, we were going to make transactions. Bank open at a certain time. They work for a certain period. They stop working. They do. So what will happen at any given time is you're going to find that the market will start to take orders in. They're going to fill orders. And if the order starts to fill within a range, which means all the buy and sellers are coming in within that range, at some point in time, you're either going to have more buy orders or you're going to have more sell orders. That's the simple concept. It cannot go on like that forever. The Swiss National Bank tried to do that once and it didn't work well. Most of you would remember that time, right? When they pegged it to the euro, and that didn't go well for anyone. Most brokers almost went bankrupt because of that. So what is going to happen at any given point in time, this could go up or go down. What we did, or what part of I did in my studies, was try to identify what the patterns are doing in here, and then tell you what is the probability of this going up or the probability of it going down, by looking at the pattern that is created inside here. And there's an 80% chance of me being correct with that probability. With that forecast, there's an 80% chance of it being right. So all you would have to do if you get that forecast is say, okay, how do I enter it? What's my strategy? what strategy would I use to enter? And then what is my money management? How much I'm going to risk in it? What is my risk management? Where I'm going to put my stop, which means where I'm going to exit this bloody thing if it doesn't go my way. If it's one of the 20% and not the 80%. And we actually show you how we do that in our trading room every single day. So you would have a chance to join us twice daily, not once, but twice daily. Watch us actually take those trades and watch us manage those trades and see how it's actually done. Now, I don't think you're going to get a lot of trading room that actually does this and does it 5-6 times a day. We're inviting you to come, join us, see how we do it. So go take a minute, go to the description below. There's a link there. Click on the link, register. Remember, the link is an open link. You do not have to worry about the timing of the webinars. You should remember the timing. It's 7:45 a.m. London, 7:45 a.m. New York time. You join at that time, I will be there. We'll open the room and you will get to join us and see how we do it. You'll be free to ask questions. So if you have a question about wave analysis and how it's done and all of that, please join us. Right? If you're one of the people who are struggling and don't understand anything that's happening in the chart and you'd like to know a few, how you can get help in managing your account and don't be scared of the charts, don't be scared of the movements that's happening, great, join us. We'll show you how we trade it with no fear. Number one thing the wave analysis is going to do for you is going to allow you to trade with a peace of mind because you understand what the chart is doing. You no longer are scared of the movements. And there are really, really good movements, really good setups that's happening every single day. So once again, before I left, you go click, register, share the link with a friend. Make sure you bring somebody in there. You might need somebody to talk to about it afterwards. Hey, how did you think those guys' room worked? Did you enjoy it? Did you think they were real? Do you think you can get this anywhere else? So bring a friend along. And we will see you next week, Monday, starting early, 7 a.m. London time Monday morning. Have a great week ahead of you. Trade with care, make some money, and see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye.